Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Hi, welcome to day 3. We have made it almost through our first week of preschool. You guys, that is so cool. I'm so excited you're here. I hope you're having lots of fun. And we're kind of like working through some stuff this week. This week is kind of a big learning week as we figure it out, and mom and dads and grandmas and nanas and papas and moo-moos, we're all trying to figure it out. So it's kind of probably been a really interesting week for you. But hopefully by now you're starting to kind of figure out where's a good place to learn. Maybe you guys are learning in an outside space. Maybe you're learning in your bedroom. Maybe you're learning at your dining room table. There's so many places to learn, okay? And hopefully you and mom are trying to kind of figure out a good routine and what works good for you. Okay, so next week when we come back together and we do some more learning, we're gonna start adding a little bit more in, okay? So this week we're kind of just doing little baby bites, but next week we're gonna try to start taking some bigger bites because I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna get out my super awesome secret box just so you can kind of start to think about, it's kind of heavy today. Do you remember this box? So in here, I have something super cool, okay? This is what we're gonna learn about next week. All right, let's see if maybe you could figure it out. I'm gonna show you some of the things and you think about it, okay? So I have an apple juice Capri Sun and an apple. Oh, an apple. You know what we might be learning about next week? I'm gonna show you one more thing. He didn't quite fit in my box because he was a little bit big. But here's an artwork. It's all we painted with apples. So guess what? Starting next week, we are going to learn about apples. Things that we can make with apples, things we can do with apples, and then we're gonna learn all the parts of the apple. Okay, so next week is gonna be awesome. We have so much cool stuff, and I'm gonna fill our magic box with even some more cool goodies in it, okay? But this week we have one more day of kind of all the first day things to get to know each other. Pretty soon you're gonna have some really neat, like a little movie Miss Jody's gonna put together that helps you learn about all of your friends. Okay, so if you haven't sent me your video yet, say Mom or Nana or Papa, we need to put together our video, okay? Because I'm gonna need that, all right? And to get us started, we're gonna do our coloring page, okay? So this one says, I started school with love in my heart. Maybe you're gonna use crayons or markers or whatever you're gonna do, but the same thing. Really want you to think about those things we talked about yesterday, okay? Those pinchy fingers, wrap it around your crayon or marker or pencil or whatever writing tool you're using, okay? And you're just gonna color, 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 all right? Now, if you would like, you can color this, and I'm gonna read you a story next. Or if you want to, you can hit that pause button in the corner or in the middle and take a minute and color your paper and then come back to me, okay? However it works for your brain and for how you learn, okay? So we're gonna do that coloring thing and then you're gonna come back to me and we're gonna read the story, okay? All right, hit pause. Hello, welcome back. Okay, we are gonna be reading Brown Bear, okay? This is probably one of my favorite stories. I bet even your mom or dad or Nana has heard of this story before. It's very popular. It is written by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle, okay? Here we go. And if you already know your colors, would you help me read this? Okay, here we go. Brown bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me. Black sheep, what do you see? I see a orange fish looking at me. Orange fish, what do you see? I see a teacher. That's me. I see a teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children. Look how I can see you. Children, what do you see? Okay, here it's where I need your help reading. Are you ready? Are you ready? We see a brown bear, a red bird, a yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, an orange fish, and a teacher looking at me. That it. Ooh, could we read the colors really quick? Help me, ready? Okay, let me switch and get really close. Here we go. Brown, red, yellow, blue, green, purple, white, black, orange. And guess what? Starting next week, we're also going to be going on a color hunt. You just wait, that's gonna be so much fun, okay? So, preschool is just gonna be awesome. I hope you're having fun. All right, before we start our next activity, we're gonna stop for a minute and get some wiggles out, okay? So maybe mom will have you hit pause and do 10 jumping jacks, or maybe 10 hop like a bunnies, okay? So you're gonna hit that pause button again and wiggle before we do our next thing, okay? Ready, pause. Hello, welcome back. Okay, hope you got your wiggly wiggles out. We are gonna do something totally awesome. Do you know what this is? Watercolors. These are so much fun, okay? So when we are using watercolors, I wanted to show you something in case you've never done it before, okay? So when you open them, down here is a special paintbrush, okay? And here's what you wanna do, okay? Ask mommy, pick a color that you wanna use, like maybe I wanna use the yellow. And you're gonna ask mommy just to put a couple drops of water onto that yellow, or if you feel ready, you can get a little cup of water and dip your paintbrush in the water, just a couple dabs. Okay, you don't want it pouring water, that won't work very good, okay? So a couple drops of water, and then here's what you have to do. Watercolors kind of need a little bit of help, okay? So you're gonna put in your water, dip, go to the color that you want, and now we have to swirl and count to 10. Are you ready? You go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So once you swirl to 10, Then you can take your paper and paint, 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 paint. Okay? But if you forget to do the swirl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it won't come out very good, okay? It'll be kind of a weird color. So if you want a really bright, beautiful color, you gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? Then, let's say you wanna switch colors. I was using yellow, now I wanna use purple. Here's what you need to do. You gotta take your watercolor brush, dip it back in the water, and swirl, rinse, 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 rinse off your color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then give it a little kind of tap, tap, really lightly. Don't fling paint everywhere, Mom will be sad, okay? So then get a little bit of water, go to your next color, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Every time you want to change colors, don't forget to rinse off, because guess what will happen? If you mix them, oh, they get all gross and like black and brown, and they won't work anymore, and then Mom will have to wash it and it won't be good, okay? So always treat your watercolors carefully, all right? Now for your project, have Mom help you, and you're gonna need the papers that look like this, okay? And Mom might cut it in half and just give you the one of the pieces, and then maybe you've got a brother or sister or a cousin or somebody with you, and they could do the other part, okay? But you're going to watercolor this, his little body, his little tummy, and his little head, okay? And then after they dry, or maybe you don't have watercolors and Mommy might have you use markers or something else, okay? And that's totally fine. All right, don't be mean to Mom. But once you're done and they have dried a little bit, then you're gonna get out those scissors, and I wanna see you doing that snip, snip, snip. Oops, sorry, I lost my scissors. Here they are, okay? Fingers in the big part, thumb in the little part, do you remember that? And then you just wanna carefully cut. Like if you were driving a car, you would cut nice and slow, okay? You wouldn't go fast, because then it would be crazy, okay? We're just gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna cut nice and slow, little snips. You see I'm going right on the line. Try to get closer, look. I'm gonna try to, oh no, 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 look, oh no, my car just drove off the road. Okay, so I gotta get back on the road. Back on the road. Sorry, that's hard to see, you guys. I'm gonna rip him off because he's in the way. Okay, and look, back on the road. Back on the road. Back on the road. Do you see how I'm driving? Look, do you see how he's coming apart? Look at that, he's cutting out. Okay, so drive those scissors, little tiny snip, 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 right on the road. Okay, if you do big, you will like cut his ear off. Okay, so don't do that. Cut nice and slow. You're gonna cut out your pieces. And then you can glue his little head onto his tummy. And look, you have your very own Chester. How cute is that? Okay, so this is Emma. This is how she chose to color hers. So you get to paint yours however you want, or color with marker, whatever Mom has you do, okay? But just like yesterday, I would love to see a picture, okay? So if you get done, take a picture of your cute little Chester and send them to me, okay? I'd love to see it. All right, it is time for another brain break. So hit that pause button, and I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. All right, we are gonna do something kind of silly, okay? Do you know what I have in this bag? Do you know what that is? These are beans, okay? So you're gonna get your beans. Now, you might have black beans or white beans or different colored beans or purple beans. I don't know, whatever kind of beans you have. You're gonna grab your bag of beans, or maybe Mom might have you use some pasta noodles or some cereal. Maybe you don't have any beans. It's okay, all right? But we are gonna make our names. Sorry, my flower crown is running away. We're gonna make our names out of beans, okay? So this one you will need a little bit of adult help with, okay? And before we get started, I wanna talk to you about gooey glue. So today an adult is gonna help you with the glue, but if you ever get a chance to do glue by yourself, I wanted to show you how to use it, okay? So on the top, it's kind of tricky to see. Try to get nice and close. Do you see how there's that little white dot on the top? That means that this glue is closed. Look, nothing can come out. This is a closed glue. But if I twist, look, I'm gonna put my finger on the orange, and if I twist this open, look, do you see how the white went away? He went down in. Now watch what happens. When now the glue can come out. Can you see it? Oh, blink. Okay, and when we do glue, that's all we want to come out is a little tiny drop. You just use one hand and squeeze gently. If you go, you would have a huge glue mess, okay? So white gooey glue, you only do a tiny bit of glue, okay? You should be able to hold up your paper and nothing should happen, okay? So little bits of glue. But with this part, I want Mom to help you because we're gonna do our names. It's gonna be awesome. So I kind of started it a little bit, but this is Olivia's name and her special letter is the letter O, okay? Now, Mom's gonna give you a couple of beans, and when you need more, I want you to practice using your manners, okay? See if you can say, Mom, can I have some more, please? But we don't wanna say, Mom, more beans, because that would not be very nice. Don't do that, okay? But I wanna see if you can use those manners and ask nicely and say, Mom, could I have some more beans, please? Or Nana, or Auntie, or Moo, whoever's with you. Okay, so start with a couple beans. And what you're gonna try to do is, wherever the glue is, you wanna try to put a bean. And you wanna cover up all of the glue with a bean. Because if you do you see how Olivia's name, now she's got an O. The next, Mom will give you your next letter. So Olivia's next letter is an L. So she would do that, okay? But you don't want to write Olivia. You want to write your name, okay? All right? Your name might be Cameron, or your name might be Blake, or your name might be Austin, or your name might be Lily, or Elsie, or Ellie, or Lily, okay? So we have lots of awesome names in our class, all right? So your bee name should be your bee name, all right? And the same thing, I would love to see a picture because these always turn out super cool. Okay, so you can write your name down at a diagonal if you've got a really long name, or across the top if maybe you don't have very many letters. It'll be kind of fun to see, okay? So bee names, and that ends our day. We made it through the week, okay? And then be on the lookout down below for some really fun, silly song videos if you want to see it. Sissy, you want to come say goodbye? But Livy and I are so glad that you could join us. And we hope you have an awesome first week of preschool. Can you say goodbye to everybody? Say bye.